Since 1521, the bells of the Cathedral of Our Lady have rung over the narrow streets of Antwerp, the capital city of Flanders in Belgium. Antwerp is a city of beautiful churches, of unexpected alleys. Every turn seems to bring another intriguing detour. And a nondescript doorway may well lead to an entire hidden neighborhood. It is a city that lives underground, a city that soars to the sky. It's a city of commerce, and that's evident in the wide town square where each of the local guilds built their houses in the 1500s. Each has its own distinct height, and each is topped by a gold-covered symbol of the resident guild. Antwerp is one of Europe's largest ports, and from the start it has been identified by its location on the river Scheldt. In folklore, the spot was ruled over by a giant who forced anyone crossing the river to pay a toll. If they couldn't pay, he cut off their hand and tossed it into the river. You thought the Lincoln Tunnel was bad. That legend even gave the city its name. Antwerp sounds a lot like the Dutch words for thrown hand. Anyway, the legend goes on to say that a young man finally defeated the giant, cut off his hand, and threw it into the river. That giant victory is portrayed in a bronze sculpture in front of the Antwerp City Hall, but also in centuries-old wall decorations and present-day chocolates that you'll find only in Antwerp. The cathedral's tower was supposed to be one of a pair, but money troubles, as well as a lot of push and pull between Protestants and Catholic power over the years, limited it to one glorious steeple. I think one's enough. Like many European churches, the cathedral today serves mostly as an art museum. You have to pay an entrance fee to see the inside. The interior was restored in the last century, and in its nooks and crannies you'll find all sorts of intriguing wood and stone sculptures. Two of the artist Rubens' most famous works, The Raising of the Cross and The Descent from the Cross, were stolen from the church by Napoleon and taken to France. They were returned in the 1800s. Antwerp's town hall was finished in 1565, but has been damaged and remodeled several times since then. Inside is one of the finest stairways in Europe. On the second floor are the ornate rooms where civil wedding ceremonies are performed, as well as a memorial to Allied soldiers who liberated the city from the Nazis during World War II. But Antwerp's connection to the US goes back beyond the war. In the late 1800s and early 20th century, Antwerp was the starting point for millions of refugees leaving Europe hoping for a new life in the New World. The sprawling sheds of the Red Star Line, where passengers lined up with their belongings awaiting their ships, stand along the river to this day, now used as parking garages. Sunset is a fine time to walk along the Antwerp riverfront, watching the twilight cast statues and light posts in silhouette, and bathing the cathedral tower in golden light. After dark, wander the streets and find a dimly lit pub that you can call your own. My favorite is Elfer Gebod, the 11th commandment just north of the cathedral, where the eyes of 100 saints look down on you as you enjoy a late-night beer. Then soak in the city's ancient charms by night as you make your way back to your hotel or riverboat. I haven't seen any giants there lately, but just to be on the safe side, keep your hands in your pockets.